All right, I'm going to show you the trailer for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Play. That's Cameron Monaghan from Shameless
Vampires hunting Jedi.
Oh.
as the main character.
Now,
Oh yeah.
I can't.
You don't
change
really
the
see a lot
past.
of redhead protagonists in games.
That's true. I wonder what that's about.
Done hiding.
One of my redhead friends told me that redheads are like the black people of the white universe.
Oh Lord.
They be trying to shit on redhead
You'll
people.
always struggle. It's the choice to keep fighting.
That's why Bill Burr's so
That's who
angry.
we are.
Ooh.
Feel the force on Xbox.
All right.
Hey,
PlayStation 4.
Ain't
PlayStation.
nobody gonna feel it on no Xbox. Who are you playing with? All right, this game, the best describe it. Gameplay wise, it's a mixture of Uncharted 4, a little bit of Dark Souls, and a splash of God of War, the last God of War.
I heard some great things about this, man. I'm very excited to buy this game. Looking at the trailer, I see a lot. It's the game's by Respawn, same dudes who did Titanfall, and I see a little bit of the Titanfall DNA in there, especially when you do the wall run. You're running sideways off that wall. I noticed that it had that same DNA from Titanfall. I'm sure there's a lot more other things as you upgrade your character, like sliding maybe, and little things that they took from that game and put into this.
I've been very impressed with the customization that you could do in the game. You could build your lightsaber from the ground up.
That looks
You
dope.
could change the color. You can make it a dual wielding lightsaber where you could switch on the.
Oh, you can see me? Okay, good.
Yeah, I can see you,
because
yeah.
I can't see myself moving on my camera.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're good.
Trip me out for a second.
Yeah, I like mid combat. Like you could change your lightsaber from one blade to two blades.
Woo!
So if
Yeah.
you're doing, so you can do crowd control. So if I'm fighting on like one guy, then three other guys show up, I'm like, oh, shit's getting hectic.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and double blade you.
That's
I
dope.
like that. I like the different colors. I have a orange blade right now. It's like, bad man, no green or blue, orange. I'm trying to find a purple blade.
Woo!
Trying to get that purple crystal so I could be like Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
I would have loved if I could customize my character's face, but since they got that actor and they did all the facial scans, I don't want to disrespect all his acting and facial scans that they did. So
Now, is this
kinda makes-
canon? Is this game canon to the actual Star Wars universe?
Yes.
Wow, it's Star Wars season right now, eh? They're not
Yeah.
playing. They got the rollout strong for Star Wars right now.
So this game, the 2 hours I played so far, this takes place 5 years after Episode 3. So this is right after Order 66. You're one of the few younglings that have survived. You have scars on your face after barely surviving that attack from Anakin.
So you're a toddler at the beginning of this game?
In the beginning of this game, you're a grown man, but he has like nightmares
Of
about
being a
getting-
toddler.
Yeah, being attacked by Anakin.
Dodging out the cutlass and the cutass. Run in!
Your leader. Later in the game, you're met by Kira Junda, who's played by Deborah Wilson. She's from Mad TV back in the day. You remember the original season of Mad TV?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember her.
So she went from comedy to doing a lot of voice acting lately.
It's a good
So
move.
she does a really good job, and she is a retired Jedi. She lost her ability to the Force.
Mm.
And your character, how they explain how you unlock these different skills. You've been on the run and you've been suppressing your Force for so long that you forgot how to do some of these moves, and you're slowly like relearning them throughout the gameplay of the story.
So it's through your memories that you're like, oh, I can remember I could wall run. Okay, let's do it. That's basically what it's like.
Kinda like you're visiting different like the story. What you're doing right now is you're trying to create a resistance and gather up all the refugee Jedis that are still out there hiding out.
Mhm.
And you're learning different Star Wars lore as you're doing it. I went to Dark Maul's home planet, and then I found a workbench where you can work
Yeah.
on your lightsaber, and that's where I found the piece so I could add the dual blade from his
Mm.
planet when I went there. I was like, oh shit, learning about his history, and I'm fighting his people.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing great things about this game's story, about the customization of the character's blade and everything. But I also heard that it's a bit glitchy, and even still that it has glitches and little weird hiccups and problems. People are still raving about this game.
I haven't had any hiccups yet. People are saying that there's load times that are slow. Um,
Yeah,
they're kind of smart on how they hide their load times. You'll pick a planet on the map, and they'll start traveling there. And while you're traveling to the planet, you'll have a conversation with your crew.
yeah,
And as you're conversating with the crew, they'll tell you about the planet that you're going to and what to look out for. And then once it has loaded the actual planet, they'll tell you, "Hey, take a seat in the cockpit."
yeah,
And then you
yeah.
sit in the
Nice.
cockpit, and then they'll just show you flying there immediately, and you're already there. It'll be a seamless transition from you walking out of your ship to the new planet right after that.
So they took from the blueprint of
Mass
God of
Effect, that
War,
sounds like. Yeah, that
God
sounds
of
like Mass
War,
Effect too.
and God of War when you're on the boat, and that's loading time. Like it's actually loading
Oh
to the
yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah. That's what they did.
Smooth
Yeah.
loading, or yeah, okay, that's what it sounds like when they're telling you the story. The guy's telling you the story on the boat. What else do I want to say? Oh, this game looks incredible, man. Who would have thought? Who would have thought
I
that
know. I
it
thought it
would
was gonna
be Death Stranding weird and people are scared, and then this EA game that's actually knocking it out of the park right now. I thought this game was gonna be like a it's okay type of game with a lot of buy this to get this costume or buy this to get this lightsaber, But
nope.
they learned their lesson. It seems like.
You can
Did you
customize your clothes too. I got a poncho on right now,
did you
repping
feel
the
hesitant?
Mexicans.
Did you feel hesitant to buy this game because it's an EA game?
At first, I was, and I started reading some reviews, and I was like, I ain't gonna get swayed by IGN. I'm gonna go watch some more. I
Yeah.
started watching YouTube videos on the creation of the game and the behind the scenes of the game design. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. And I passed on Pokemon Sword and Shield for
Hmm.
this game
A lot of people
because
did. A lot of people made
to
a
me,
hard left, and just went up to
co-
went for this instead. I was surprised.
controversial wise, I felt like the review that Pokemon Sword and Shield got was similar to the review of Death Stranding, where their name holds so much clout
Yeah.
that they get that review regardless of the content. That's just my personal opinion. I looked at the gameplay, and the gameplay looks solid for Sword and Shield, but the graphics look generic and they look like they come from a mobile game compared to other first-party Nintendo games like Mario Odyssey, Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Yep.
where they're fully utilizing the hardware
And the
of the
world.
Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only like one open world section of the game,
Yeah.
Pokemon Sword and Shield, and the graphics there look terrible.
Mm. Now, what's your favorite part of this the Jedi Fallen Order so far? What's the standout moment?
Exploration. I just like walking around and exploring the world and learning about the different lore. I like the Dark Souls aspect of it, as I might be like walking somewhere, somebody will jump out and try to ambush me. Very
Nice.
Dark Souls like. So
Yeah.
you gotta
You
be
know,
really.
I love those games. So that's the one thing I heard. I was like, oh, it actually takes strategy. So yeah,
Yeah,
like fighting strategy. Yeah, I like that. Then that's what got me so excited. The bosses I heard you have to know your shit to be able to beat the bosses. You could have all the gimmicks on your sword in the world, or you could just be basic and still be able to beat the boss if you know your character, if you know yourself enough. That's what I heard for the game. It's like
yeah.
Dark Souls. Yeah.
Because I went to one of the harder planets where like a couple hits will kill you. But
Mhm.
I'm not a Dark Souls veteran, but I do well enough where I could handle my own. So
Yeah.
I was taking my time. Whenever you rest to heal yourself, it respawns all the enemies on the map. So you got to strategically choose when you want to rest. If somebody
Uh,
kills you,
now
you come back up
why do you think they did that?
just to heighten the combat experience to the point where they didn't want to be so close to a Force Unleashed where you're just this powerhouse is taking out people left and right. They designed it where each fight matters. Where if you're out here being sloppy, a stormtrooper would take you out.
Nice. I feel that they did that for farming reasons. Like in Bloodborne, there's a specific spot in the game where it had like these two giant pigs, where if you can kill them, you get so much rewards. And I would just continuously just keep like respawning, go back, come back. You know what I mean? Over and over and over and over and over again. So I built up my character to be strong enough, so I was just running through bosses. I feel like games like this, they leave openings by making the respawn happen to be able to build your character up. If you're too weak
Yeah,
to be able
yeah.
to fight bosses, they make the respawn possibility happen. Because really, it's a story game, and it's kind of a weird thing that you go through the story, you just killed somebody, and then he comes back in this type of game. But I think that's why they did that mechanic in this. Just for people who want to play it and they feel overwhelmed, that's a little strategy that you could use to be able to help yourself move forward.
There's also a level of strategy when you die. When you die, you lose all your experience, and the person that kills you, they kind of have like a gold like glow to them.
Yeah.
But when you kill them, you get all your experience back, and it heals you. So if you're doing some crowd control and you're losing health and you're taking out all these people, you can save that gold person for last.
Okay.
And then kill them, and then you'll heal and get all your experience back.
Oh man, this game sounds exciting. I was on the fence. I was like, what am I gonna get? Disney Plus? Or am I gonna get Star Wars? This game?
I'm enjoying both, and I went all out. I went and got the deluxe edition. I was like, they did a damn good job.
Yeah, I might have to pick it up right now, man, on digital. Because, yeah, I got a nice little deal. A nice little ski mask on that Disney Plus. So.
Yeah, so definitely check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we will. I got 2 hours in. It's been a very enjoyable 2 hours.
I heard it only gets better.
I will eventually get Pokemon Sword and Shield, because I know you Pokemon heads are going to run through it this first 2 weeks, and it's going to be marked down, or no, it's not going to be marked down, but they're going to have a used copy.
Oh, yeah.
And in GameStop here, they have that special. You buy a used game, you keep it for 7 days, and then you return it, and you get all your money back. I'm just saying, there's no more Blockbuster.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my thoughts on that. Definitely check out this game. It's in Redbox right now for all my American listeners, so you can check it out.
Yeah.
For a couple of days on Redbox, and
man, that never worked out here. Redbox got the hell out of here. Man.
Criminals, man, you damn criminal.
People probably didn't bring those things back. We had the Redbox for a hot second, and it was gone.
Or they just canceling.
Just like Target. Just like Target. So what else we got, man?
Oh, so 2K got hacked last night. That shit was wild.
Jeez. I didn't even hear about this. I'm hearing about this right now with you guys. So what happened with this hacking?
I go on my Facebook and I look at 2K because I follow them because I have Borderlands and I want to know when different DLCs are coming out. So I'm like, oh, maybe there's a new message for a DLC. They wrote something. Let me see what they wrote. Mm-hmm. I look at it. I read it. It says, "My dick is hard." I said, okay, shit. All right. They start typing another message. I'm like, all right, clearly they're hacked. They're going to take care of this soon. I look again. I see Nigger.
Oh, the
like,
ER though.
I said, are you talking to me directly? Because I have the hard meat and I'm an Nigger.
So wait, Don Cherry hacked 2K? Oh, shit.
What's going on here? So I start screen capping this stuff because I'm like, they're going to get rid of it. So I'm going to read a couple of them off my phone right here. Because I'm like, 2K, you going to get slick on me and delete this great.
Oh, I'm sure you weren't the only person screen shotting everything.
All right, so this one, Niger, F NBA Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
10,000.
You guys are wondering what I'm doing right now. I write the timestamps on the thing, so I'm not playing with myself, okay? Just in case because I looked at the camera when I'm editing this stuff, and I'm always looking to the side or looking down. It's because I'm actually here, like, doing timestamps and all kinds of stuff in the background. So, fuck y'all. Anyway, sorry, continue.
One person put 10,000 likes and I'll release something insane on 2K.
Oh boy, that's an employee.
Then we got my COCK. It's hard.
Getting more intense with it.
When you say that, I was like, that's a Caucasian.
Yeah, and it's
no black man refers to their penis as a cock.
It's a cock.
Cock. It sounds too much like cuck. It sounds too close to cuck.
Oh yeah.
Then he put effing Niggers, bruh. Chuckling squad, run the internet. LEL, not LOL. LEL. What's LEL mean?
I have no idea. What the hell does that mean?
Laugh excitingly loud.
I don't have time for this.
I don't know what the E stands for.
I'm just thinking this is clearly a 12 or 13-year-old who hacked into their thing.
Well, he's a genius, bro. To get through all their firewalls, or I don't know what he did, but he got in there and he let you know. It's like he was typing. He's like, erection. The world needs to know about this right here. COCK. I want to say it was like all of last night. They just released the apology. 2K has apologized for what has been a social media hack on its Facebook and Twitter brand accounts, resulting in offensive and racist comments being posted, according to Eurogamer. Social media accounts across 2K's label were compromised early Friday evening. 2K said in a statement, unfortunately, offensive material was posted that does not reflect the values of 2K or our partner companies. We condemn these posts and apologize for everybody offended by this content.
Can I just take a second and be real? How 2K, how you have so much time to type up this thing for this apology that you had no responsibility for, or no reasoning for it to happen, but y'all put out some bum ass freaking WWE game and not write one sentence to nobody, no apologies for nothing, huh?
Tracy, there's more.
Okay, because where was all this smoke when y'all had that shitty ass game out here for $80?
Tracy, beautiful
PlayStation's
transition right
doing
here.
returns, man. Y'all ain't doing no returns for that.
Beautiful transition right here. The WWE, so the Facebook account for WWE 2K, they changed all their profile pictures to Elite, the All Elite Wrestling, which is their rival company, and they put pictures of Chris Benoit, who killed his son and wife and took his own life in 2007. So they changed all their pictures to Chris Benoit for all the wrestling accounts under 2K.
Man, 2K needs to lose that contract, man.
I take this as the hackers are mad about that game. They're like, sons of bitches about to get it.
Enough is enough. It's been like 2 decades of shitty ass wrestling games. Go back to the THQ, man. Nintendo 64 style. Like, that was perfect. Just make it look prettier. Is that hard? Like, I'm not no game maker or nothing, but just flip that thing, man. Honestly, some indie guy, whoever is the indie guy, if you want to hit a lick and make a great game, take that THQ wrestling blueprint, make it look a little prettier, up to date. It could even be 1080p, and just create your own wrestler. Just make it completely open, create your own wrestler with a wrestling story mode, and let people just share their wrestlers like a Soul Calibur type of style where you can make characters and create your own stories. And then we could just make our old school WWF stories. We can make our NWA stories.
It's too much, Casey. It's too much. They're not going to give us all that.
That's a $1 billion idea right now, man.
They're not going to do all that.
That's an easy Billy for
Let
a
me
game.
Continue. So this guy starts clout chasing. He's like, it's your boy, New Bloom, the GOAT, and they can't stop me because they brain dead, boys. So at some point, the hacker posted a message saying who he was. Then he put their employees out here refreshing and removing / updating the pic every time, and he can't do anything to stop it. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. He posted saying that they can't stop him. 2K has since gained access and control back to their various social media accounts. It's unclear if there were any greater motives behind this hack, or if it was just a simple act of trolling. So I think this guy was mad about WWE 2K20. He wanted his money back, and I think he gave himself a refund if they go look.
He had an Xbox for sure, because PlayStation was giving them refunds out. But this sounds like it was a group of people. It doesn't sound like it was one guy. It sounds like it was an actual a collective of people who are like online, like, man, fuck this. Can you hack? Can you still hack? Yeah, I can still hack. Can you do this? Yeah. And they all got together and they all, as a group, hacked this company.
He let them know that he was there for business, and that business was hard.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah, they got to be giving people some credits online. They got to shoot out the credits. That don't cost them nothing. To be giving some free gamer codes, get a 2K, get the NBA game or something. You know what I mean? 2K got to make this right. I'm so pissed.
Ubisoft did that when they released Assassin's Creed Unity when it was so buggy. They're like, look, we're going to give you all the DLC for free and we're going to give you a free game with it. Why can't these guys do that?
Give them a free 2K game. Make it even a 2K 2021 something, like when the new game comes out.
Or the season pass, something for free.
Something to make this right. But like, yo, I'd be so pissed if you support a game that already has not had a good track record for the past couple of years. You go out and spend your hard-earned money, and you can't even see the tables you're throwing people on, or you fall through the map. The characters are looking gross and ugly. The gameplay is just dry and repetitive. Like, come on, man.
How you get worse in quality throughout the year? Like, I think they hit their peak at I think it was 2015, 2016. Why can't you just build on that foundation and add to it?
Build on that THQ foundation, man. Just steal that blueprint. Like, 2K has the money. Just go buy the resources with the 4 buttons, the grab, the crowd roaring every time you're doing something, when you're the popularity contest of the crowd. Just like real wrestling, how they feel off the crowd. Like, come on, man. That was the perfect wrestling style. That was they unmatched, and they just wanted to mess it up and make it 2K.
All right, let's get into some slight Disney Plus news. So there was a documentary on Disney Plus, and it revealed the concept art for Falcon and Winter Soldier, their new costumes coming out.
Yeah.
It was part of the Marvel expanding the universe, and the 12-minute documentary that launched on Disney Plus. They showed the costume for John Walker, aka U.S. Agent. They showed Bear and Zemo, and they showed Bucky and Falcon's new costume. I'm gonna pull up this image of Bucky and Falcon. This is coming from IGN, by the way.
Finally, Falcon got a new costume. Took him
but he didn't get a new haircut. Look at that.
Look at that busty ass. What the hell is that? Oh man, that busty ass fade. That fade is bad, man. He looked like he got ringworms on the side of his head. Ah man, his barber don't like him. He don't tip. That's the problem.
See, that's not real though. That's a drawing. So that's what.
So that guy has no respect for this actor whatsoever.
He looked at what's that actor's name again that plays Falcon? Oh man, why am I having Anthony Mackie? Anthony Mackie. So he looked at
Bucky's looking on the side here. Clean fucking haircut.
Racial discrimination right here. Look at the dusty fade they gave this man.
Oh man.
The dusty. Can I zoom in on that fade?
That's ringworms.
Oh my god.
That's ringworms on the side of his head. Look like you don't bait his skin, man.
Why you draw? If you drew me like that with the dustiest fade, I'm throwing that out.
Glasses even look cheesy, man. Come on. Why you gotta have the thing over his ears though? What is that gonna do?
Keep his ears warm. It's cold out here in these streets.
Come on, man. They're ruining the whole game. Look, man.
They got my man Winter Soldier got his hair like cloth to the side.
Yeah, he got a part.
Got a part. Man got a whole part. Oh, Dusty, look at this.
Look at this dusty ass, ringworm looking ass. Those glasses are horrible, man. What is the? What's the glasses? What is that?
That's from Overwatch right there. That's some Overwatch glasses right there.
Cheesy. Got a turtleneck on in the summertime. Man, uncircumcised. Come on, man. What is this? Falcon's out here looking crazy. He looks like a bootleg Ant-Man. Come on, go back to the costume.
Oh,
look how badass the bad guy looks. That's a bootleg Ant-Man costume. I'm calling it right now. Look at that costume.
They just grabbed that from the closet. Yeah, like we're gonna throw some wings on it.
Take this one here. There you go, nigga. Take that. Be grateful you had this.
Be grateful that you have a costume. You don't have powers.
Got a cheesy ass Target backpack on. What is that?
My man, Winter Soldier got a new arm.
Winter Soldier looking smooth with the leather.
Got the smooth leather.
Butter soft leather. You got look at the accessory belt. Winter Soldier's accessory belt looking good. Look at that shit, man. That's a cosplay right there though, that you could be proud of. What's Falcon got? These big ass, bulky ass things on his belt. Oh, come on, man. Nah, they're.
Let's look at the fade one last. Oh my god.
Oh man, I'm eating over here, man. Well, nah, man, come on.
That's gonna be the picture for this episode. That fade. I'm gonna zoom in on it.
What is that? Beats by Dre on his ears? Like what the hell is that shit?
Told you, man, he cosplay. This is some Overwatch cosplay. Let's look at Zemo. Let's look at Zemo real quick. Zemo looking menacing, bro.
He's looking badass, man.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes.
Look at the mink. Got the mink on the collar.
Got the eyes. He's been on some opioids. He been on some shit.
That's meth head eyes though. He looking psycho. But that ski mask though, that's a ski mask right. That's
and my man got fur too. He got the fur on.
He got the mink.
And the belt. He got the shoulder belt buckle.
Got the shoulders out too. Nah, man, it's a badass costume he's got. They put the money in him.
They gave him a futuristic ski mask, so you know I'm gonna support that.
I gotta get that for the culture, man. That's a
he said I'm scheming on y'all.
No, he got the best costume. They didn't
do shit with her. That's lazy.
That is a lazy costume. What the hell is that?
A bulletproof vest?
That looks like something you could buy on Amazon for like fitness to go work out in the gym, like a little something to throw on. That just looks like a freaking thermal that dudes in New York will just throw under their coats. Like it just. And she got just a basic ass gun.
That's a step up from Daredevil's first costume, where he had the do-rag on his face
and the rope on his arms.
That's what she got on right there. Just a vest on top.
What's she gonna do with a 22 against a bunch of superheroes? She's gonna point it at them?
She's an agent. She's part of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's all they're giving at S.H.I.E.L.D.? What the hell?
Like a John Walker boy. He looked like Captain America if he had a drug problem.
Who the hell is this?
This is the replacement. They didn't want to give the Captain America mantle to a black man.
Come on, man. No.
So they brought John.
What the hell is going on with this? Who is this guy?
So they bring John Walker in. We got old meth head Cap over here. Look, he just looked like he got strung out, and they're like, "Here's the costume," and he's like, "What?" And he's probably like, "What did I do to deserve it?" That white skin. That white skin is what you did.
He looks like he just did a double shift on Chuck Drive, and he just came off the truck. Like, throw this mask on. He's like, "Yo, I didn't even get to shave. Throw it on, bro." Is that even an A? Is that an A on his chest?
Nah, bro. He ain't worried about America. He trying to police the world.
Oh my God, what is this?
He is using his name is a U.S. agent, aka John Walker.
No,
That's the strongest white man name right there, John Walker.
Who the hell is he?
This is John Walker, son.
No, he's going bad. He's gonna be
he's the bad guy.
Okay, because I'm like, what is this? He's gonna be doing some real Trumpy shit on the TV screen.
Come on, bro. You can't look like this and be a decent human being.
What dusty ass shit is this?
He looks like he sells drugs to the kids. Like, don't tell nobody. I usually don't do this, but go ahead and hold these right here, young Johnny.
He's looking to the skies, to the future. Like, what can I take advantage of? That's looking to the distance. Like, who can I take advantage of next? He looks like he's just ready to just manipulate somebody.
Yeah, the American flag is just white. It's just white and it's backwards.
Disrespect.
Disrespecting the flag.
Man, nah, this is bad. What the hell?
He's a villain, bro. He's the type that he gonna jump in an argument and be like, all lives matter.
that's what the age.
all
and the blue lives matter.
All in blue lives matter to me.
Yeah,
that's a drug addict.
Yeah, man. Oh God.
Disgusting.
Nah, man.
What's that white spot? Coke. He doing coke.
So he's part of Shield, and he goes bad, I guess.
Yeah, they didn't want to give the whole Captain America moniker to a black guy. That's gonna play on the storyline, which is gonna be dope. I think that's dope.
They better wrap that up.
That's very American. They're like, I know Cap gave you that shield and all, but we go ahead and hold that back. We gonna give it to Johnny Boy, Johnny Walker.
Johnny Boy for real. His name's John.
We gonna give it to Johnny Boy Walker over here, Walker Texas Ranger.
This better be a play on the episode 1, and they wrap this up quick. Falcon better take that mantle.
No.
I don't want to see him debating for 5-6 episodes, and then episode 8 and 9 by the end he's like, okay, I'll do it, and then they go to season 2. Nah, man, I'm writing this show off if they do that shit.
Nah, bro, they're gonna be fighting Johnny Boy all season, and I feel like Steve Rogers is gonna have to step in with a cane and be like, Johnny Boy, give that back to that nice Negro that I used to run with.
Because Falcon ain't good enough to just do this on his own, man. Falcon should just be Falcon anyways, man. Just make a new costume every so often.
Give him the super soldier serum or something, man. He's just a regular black man with wings.
He's out here, man. He's out here vulnerable. He's mad vulnerable.
He's like, yo, my melanin is all the superpowers I need.
Hey. He ain't got no smarts like Ant-Man. He just got the wings, man. Hopefully Ant-Man hooks him up with something, man.
Nah, he ain't got nothing, so...
Falcon got the platinum arm. Not Falcon. The next dude got the platinum arm.
Yeah, Winter Soldier.
Got a little bit of power. He got a little bit of strength. Yeah, Falcon's out here vulnerable, dog. I don't know. I'm kind of scared for Falcon. Gonna get his ass whipped in that first episode by a bootleg Captain America. What the hell are we gonna watch?
All right, so the images came out for The Rock and the new Black Adam that's apparently coming out December 2021. That man's been Black Adam for like 20 years, I feel like. Ever since like he started acting, he's been attached to Black Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're finally gonna get a movie, but are we excited? So let's start from the top and go up. So they could at least give him hair, put a wig on his head.
Well, Rocky ain't got no hair though. That looks cheesy. I think the wig would look cheesy. Just rock the bald head.
All right.
Yeah, it's not. I like it. I ain't mad at this.
So they're shooting for a December 22nd, 2021. Jim Lee did the artwork for that.
Okay, that's why I'm feeling it. I like that they have the skull and crossbow stuff at the bottom there. That means they ain't afraid to show what he's really doing. You know what I mean? The evil moves that he's making So hopefully they really go there.
We never really get to see The Rock go full evil, because even when he was evil in the Mummy movie as Scorpion King, it was like a CG PlayStation 2 looking Rock. And then they did a movie doing the origins, like, he's not that bad of a guy. And that's exactly what we're going to get with this movie. He's going to do bad stuff, but he's going to justify it.
That's always been The Rock, though. But The Rock was an anti-hero. But people just started liking him so much, he became an actual good guy in the wrestling, if I remember right. So It's always been like that for him. So I think he's going to try to pull that bad guy Rock. It doesn't matter. That type of like, oh, how you feeling? I don't give a shit. And he just throws people that persona. He's going to pull that out of his Rolodex of acting skills that he's done in the past. So I think he's excited to play this role and finally be that asshole kind of guy that he always wanted to be since wrestling. You know what I mean? Because it's been a minute since he's done that type of stuff.
Is it going to be believable watching him fight Zachary Levi? Because I look at The Rock, I'm like, he's beating Zachary Levi easily.
Oh, he's cleaning him up.
So, like, Zachary Levi needs to put on, like, additional 20 pounds of muscle now to compete with The Rock. Like, how's that going to work out? Because the costume he had on had inflated muscles. You can't show up with inflated muscles and fight The Rock. He's gonna
be in I think they're going to another dimension, the whole family of Shazams. And The Rock's probably going to be taking all their powers. Like, he's going to just be mollywopping all those guys. And then Shazam's going to have to step up to save everybody. I think that's what's going to happen.
I think that Shazam and his family are all going to team up to fight The Rock.
Yeah.
He's going to beat all of them. And then they're going to come to an understanding of, we can't beat you. You just be an anti-hero and don't do too much bad.
Yeah, or they're going to stick him in another magical dimension. And he's going to be there. And they get out of that magical dimension. Something like that. They're going to make it so that he's not just decimating like New York City or wherever the hell they are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
It's all going to be another match.
They got to lower that collateral damage.
Yeah.
You want to watch some goofy trailers?
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Got a couple of them right there. They got Fantasy Island that just came out. And they also have a trailer for Sonic. We cyberbullied that company until they redid the imaging. I think it cost them $32 to $35 million to do this.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
All you people who complained about this trailer and got your way, you better go support this movie in the theaters and help them survive, not go bankrupt. Which I doubt anybody's gonna go see this.
Yeah, my mindset is the people that complain still aren't going to see this movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so let's do a quick share screen. Sonic.
Little blue ball of super energy.
We're gonna talk through this trailer because, like, honestly, who cares? What do you think about the design, Jay-Z?
I'm honestly feeling the design, and this trailer is way better than the last one. This looks like a fun kids movie now, and I wouldn't mind actually watching this. The other one looked like they're trying to go dark and gritty, but still be fun. And that balance, they didn't find it. But this looks way more fun.
Yeah, the first trailer had Gangster's Paradise, and I don't associate Gangster's Paradise with Sonic.
No.
Jim Carrey, I hope he does a good job and he's not too cartoony. And if there isn't a scene in this movie where he falls down and coins like fly out of him, I'm walking out the theater.
I want to see him get that big, like friggin' big bubble butt and stomach with the skinny legs. Get that old Dr. Eggman look.
Oh, you want him to look crazy looking with the big fat body?
If anybody can pull it off, it's Jim Carrey.
You think he's gonna develop the eating disorder by the end of the movie and just get really fat?
Something's
and get roly poly?
It's something. But this looks fun, man. This actually looks like a fun. It reminds me of the old cartoon, the way he looks.
Oh, this one is cute. You got car insurance, right?
Now, why didn't they get Steve Urkel to come do the voice, man? Why'd they do Steve Urkel like that?
Oh, Steve Urkel did the original voice, you're saying?
Yeah, of the Sonic cartoon.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
He ain't working.
Yeah. Who'd they get to do the voice in this?
I don't know the actor's name, but he was John Ralphio on Parks and Recreation. He looks like a hipster. I don't get Dr. Robotic. I get like a hipster.
Oh, you see the black girl in the background, that actor?
Yeah, Tika Sumpter.
Yeah, that's good, man. They're showing way too much in this trailer, but it's for kids, so, you know, I don't know if
they gotta get them sold, yeah.
Yeah, they gotta get the parents sold to bring their kids to this.
Well, the kids are gonna force the parent to come anyways.
Sounds like a real life situation you're going through.
Oh no, that's Grandpa's job. I wasn't gonna go see Playing with Fire. Grandpa was.
Well, I don't see the appeal. That is very gross.
I ain't mad at it.
Oh,
Like it looks like a
support
fun
them.
kids. It looks like a fun kids movie now. It doesn't look like they're trying to appeal to adults that are jaded from the 20 years since they played the game. What kind of Fantasy Island? Okay, let's get into Fantasy Island now.
All right, let's watch this.
There is an elevator.
I believe that's Lucy Hall from Pretty Little Liars. I never watched that show, so
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
I'm not familiar with their acting.
yeah, me neither. But I remember the face.
Blumhouse, that budget.
Blumhouse.
They on the budget.
A23 and Blumhouse have been doing great things, man.
They spent their whole budget right there. Because that looks
That's a
like
beautiful
Hawaii.
shot.
Okay,
That's
that's
the girl
Luke
from
Cage.
Game of Thrones?
No, that's the girl that played Luke Cage's wife. She was on Midnight Texas as well.
Oh, she looks like the girl from Game of Thrones.
Not all light-skinned women look the same, Casey.
Yeah, they do. Bad as hell. Queens.
Black Queens.
I'm curious how this all works.
Okay, the Asian dude was gay. I saw him looking at those male strippers. He had the look of excitement in his eyes.
So, what's your
Diversity. So they're taking the whole Fantasy Island theme and they're flipping it, adding some Hostel to there, making it a horror movie now.
Oh, okay. That was awkward. Oh, he's in this? He's getting the checks.
Oh yeah, you don't care. He probably not even reading scripts. They brought back her adopted black daughter, or she got with a
shit.
black man.
February? All right. Damn, this is about to take all Sonic's money.
This is about to take Birds of Prey money.
This is not what I meant. What the hell is this?
Emancipation of Harley. Ooh, her nose bleeding. That menopause? What is that?
Too much coke.
That's that coke. That's that booger sugar in her nose.
Yeah, man. Look at the psycho over the bed.
He's like, I've been smelling you all night. That looks like the guy from Lost, Matthew Fox. Like they couldn't get him, so they got his cousin. We got Jonathan Fox. He came out that water like a Navy SEAL.
Oh, she's from iRobot. Or
Okay,
Mr.
well,
Mr.
she
Robot.
She's
Mr.
about to
Robot.
get choked out.
Yeah. Hey, man. Jeff Willard. Okay.
Homeboy
Yeah,
came out the.
that's coming out the same. That's coming out the same day as Sonic the Hedgehog. So that's
Oh,
about to take all their money.
ain't nobody gonna see no Fancy Island. Let's be honest. That trailer looked goofy as hell.
It looked better than I expected. What's the story on Fantasy Island again? What is that all about?
That's before my time, man. That's like our dad's
sounds
type of show from the '70s.
Okay.
Didn't they have somebody named like Tonto?
Is that with the coconuts where they're using coconuts as like phones and technology?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know. It looks all right. It definitely looks like I could wait till Netflix for that one. But it looks like a good movie. It gives a good amount of mystery of like what the hell's going on the island. What are they doing? Are they testing on people? Are they cloning? You know what I mean? So it raised a lot of mystery in me, interest.
I could wait for that to show up on Netflix or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. But it does, out of the movies that I've seen coming out in February, it looks like the best one out of the three. Birds of Prey, that, and
Yeah, Birds of Prey looks bad. Like when I was in the theater to see Charlie's Angel, a bunch of kids and stuff in there, even they didn't care. I was like, who's the target audience? Because the kids don't care. My old ass don't care.
yeah.
Who wants to see this?
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's the one we're probably going to go see out of the three. But the one that looks the best, I'm not going to lie, is that cheesy shit we just watched. And that's not saying much. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, it's sad. Like, I got to support Birds of Prey because of the whole comic book aspect. But deep down, I'm like, I'm just like, I don't really care about this. So, Casey, you ever been in a fight? Maybe you're losing and you're just like going for a dick punch now.
Hey, man, got to do whatever you got to do to survive in these streets, man. You walked away. That's all that's important. You got out of there.
I try to see my kids, bro. You get kicked in the dick. So you have a karate and martial arts background. I have karate and Krav Maga. Krav Maga is all about kicking in the dick. So that's not foreign territory for me as well. So Kodak Black reportedly hospitalized a prison guard by grabbing his testicles during a fight.
Yeah,
Dick
man,
grab.
TikTok.
So here's the
Look at
story.
the picture, like, hey, I did it, man. What you want from me, man? Hey, man, you gotta grab a dick sometimes, man. Just be out here in these streets. It's cold, but it's hot because you got the coat on with no shirt. But hey.
There you go,
What
grab
can I
themselves,
do,
baby.
huh?
So this story is being reported by Complex Magazine. Wednesday, Kodak Black was sentenced to 46 months in prison and 3 years of supervised release on federal judge gun charges. The maximum sentence he was facing was 10 years behind bars. The judge indicted Kodak, indicated that Kodak has a lot of growing up to do. Duh.
It's so crazy.
Duh.
And his raps are so, he says things that it's like, is he writing this stuff? Does he know what he's saying or something? Like, does he have a ghostwriting team? Because his antics outside of the rap world is so crazy how polar opposite it is.
I think he has a ghostwriter. So the judge said that young people do stupid things, but the problem is when you're doing stupid things since you're 15 during the hearing of the incident involving a fight with a prison guard who brought up that Kodak was a lot more graphic than previous indications. The assistant U.S. attorney, Bruce Brown, also convinced Kodak. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to convince them that Kodak has changed his ways and pushed for him to get 8 years. As evidence, he pointed out alleged October 29 clash with a correction officer where Kodak, on drugs at the time, was pepper sprayed and retaliated by punching a guard 2 times in the groin and grabbing his testicles.
Oh man, this kid needs to stay away from drugs, man. He's too smart for this shit, and he keeps just doing dumb shit over and over and over and over.
The
It's
unarmed
just a sad
officer.
story, man.
The unarmed officer was hospitalized after the incident. He has a hernia and will require surgery for his injuries.
I can just see him crying like, this job ain't worth this.
What was I
This
do
job ain't worth all this. Man, wear a cup, man. All the other guards should be wearing cups in there, man.
You gotta be careful with these Kodaks out here. So the fight was not factored into Kodak sentencing, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't come back up later on down the road.
It's coming back. It's coming back. All the other guards are aware of what's going on. They're gonna be beating the shit out of that kid every day.
According to Kodak's reps, that he was set up and possibly drugged during that time leading up to the fight. They claimed that someone slipped something into his drink. He reportedly seen drinking on surveillance video 20 minutes before the fight broke out. So they're saying that somebody put a date rape drug or something in there and make him wild out and grab dick.
Probably. That's why you go to jail. Why are you there? You're a celebrity wilding, like, and you haven't learned your lesson yet. Like, what more do you got to see to, like? It's like God showing him, like, come on, man, smarten up. And he's not smartening up. Every time he comes out, he's running with guns. He's still running, saying outlandish, crazy stuff about black women. Like, come on, man.
I think he got a ghostwriter, bro.
I hope that ghostwriter puts out some music, because he had some hot ass songs, a couple of tracks that was actually like, shit, man, this kid's got some. But we never got to see that true potential, see him hit his true mark, because of his stupid antics he keep doing on outside of the rap game. So now everybody who I tell, no, he actually got good raps. They're all like, nah,
bro, I can't hear that.
So like, listen to what he's saying, and this, nah, he's an idiot. It's like, this kid fucked up. You know what I mean?
So Casey, I had the pleasure of watching Charlie's Angel.
Let's get into this review.
2019 edition. Let me go ahead and drop that trailer.
Don't call me angel.
Oh, don't call me angel.
I think women can do anything.
Just because
Are you sexually aroused by Kristen Stewart?
Or
Is this working for you?
It's like I'm
Because if it's not, this is the whole movie, baby.
Just a decoy, Smack.
That's just the way you make me feel. You ready? Need money.
Outstanding agents.
nice. I have to follow that on Instagram.
Oh yeah, she was nice. This is the whole movie, by the
For
way.
research purposes.
This is the whole movie we're watching right here.
There's a possibility it can be weaponized.
That's like Act 1. They're going to transition to Act 2.
Well, they got set up.
That's set up.
Yes, the black guy's the bad guy.
Ah, man, them bullets. When the bullets going to hit him, he can't stay black in the movie.
Oh, he can't live for long, or else he'd be.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Act 2 right here we're seeing.
Welcome to the
Oh Lord.
Watching the whole movie.
Can't keep up.
I don't like that.
All right.
You guys.
Yep, they're about to confront the bad guy. We're gonna transition to Act 3 by the end of this trailer.
I compressed his carotid and deoxygenated his brainstem.
Well, that sounds painful. Don't worry, he's gonna wake
She's West Indian too, Casey. and British.
Ah,
I looked that up for the culture, for the
yes.
research
Research purposes.
for the pot. I had to know who I'm talking about.
Let's get the weapon before
In
it
the
becomes
film.
every bad guy's favorite new toy.
Okay, this is Act 3 right here. We're transitioning to fight the bad guy.
We're gonna need some wigs.
Make sure they got the right apparel.
Clothes.
Oh my God.
There's another closet.
Oh, peppermints. The bomb.
That guy was funny. Oh, you feeling that Ariana Grande soundtrack? Feeling
Jeez.
that?
I love phosphorus.
Of course not.
Yeah, they had one villain, man. He had some snaggle teeth, bro. And they kept zooming in on his face. And I was like, don't do that.
How'd that feel? Because it looked like it felt really
This
good.
was the whole movie.
Yeah, you watch the whole movie. They're fighting the bad guy now. Man, and that's the end. They're angels now. Charlie's angels.
Wow. Why would the trailer do that? Save
And then they
myself
get them-
$5.
And
Next
then
mission.
they're done. Yeah, they get their next mission. That's the movie.
And those three get killed off at the beginning, probably. Miley Cyrus and that original squad probably gets murked
So
10 minutes in.
what they do that's interesting, they pay homage to all the other angels. So how they have Charlie's Angels in this, there's like multiple Bosleys that watch over different angels, and it's kind of like an agency of women who use their seductive power and wit
Mm.
to do espionage. So it's
Mhm.
kind of like the movie Hustlers with
Okay.
Kung Fu.
Okay. And how did you like this movie?
It was okay. Kristen Stewart was actually good, surprisingly.
Nice.
I'm not-
That's good.
I am not a Kristen Stewart fan.
Me neither. I don't.
It's very
Could care
boring
less.
and dull, and
One-dimensional.
She one-dimensional. She was having fun. She played Sabina Wilson. She was like the edgy lesbian comic relief of the group. She brought
okay.
that humor. She was
Yeah.
herself. I don't even think they gave her a script. They said, "Christian, just be you."
That's good.
Just
Because
be
that's what
great.
she had to do for so long ago. Like just emote more like things. You know what I mean? More levels of acting. But
Yeah.
that's good. You're saying good things about her. That's good.
Yeah, she did a really good job. Naomi Scott, who we seen in what was that movie? In Aladdin, she played Princess Jasmine. She's the
Oh.
newcomer to the group, so you're seeing like the angels from a fresh eye from her perspective, and her being a new recruit to the
Yeah.
agency. So she's the whole fish out of water, like, oh, you guys are jumping out of windows. She's that person that's the voice of the audience. She does
Yeah.
a serviceable job in there.
Mhm.
Ella Bolansky. That's that
Get it
West
right.
Indian.
Gotta get that right.
I probably said it wrong. That's that West Indian queen.
Uh-huh.
And she is the British ex what's their Secret Service? MI something.
MI6.
MI6. Yeah, she's like ex MI6, and Dijon Hussein, the black guy, that's her
Yeah.
mentor.
Oh, okay.
Of course, she has a venture mentor because black men can't stay in movies.
So it honestly looked like she could have just had this whole movie herself. Like she didn't.
Yeah,
need that much
she did a
stuff.
really good job. She's like the Naomi Scott. She's the tech person, and Kristen Stewart's like the wild card. And this character, she's in the middle. She has the tech smart. She has the kung fu.
Okay.
And she's the leader pretty much of the group.
The Naomi girl.
Yeah.
It looked like she
No,
was
not
doing all
Naomi.
the.
No, not Naomi.
new
the black
girl?
girl. Black girl is the leader.
Oh, that's who I meant. Yeah, the black girl.
Yeah, Ella. Ella's her name.
Ella. Okay, Ella looked like she was doing all the main shit in the trailer. Like,
Yeah.
Like she was the navigator and telling everybody, "Let's go this way." You know, she pulled the gun out while the car was moving and did that badass shot. Look, could have been her movie. Like I don't know why they didn't just give her an action movie.
Can't be doing no. Come on now, Casey. Come on now,
I want to
boss.
see that.
Now, Elizabeth Banks, she does double duty. She plays Bosley, so she's like their handler, make sure that the mission's going smoothly. And she's
Yeah.
also the director of this film. This is, I believe, her
that's
second
good.
director job. She also directed Pitch Perfect 2. She does a good job with the comedy at times. Some of the
Yeah.
jokes don't really hit. There's a joke where like Kristen Stewart's like, more money, more problems. I'm just like, okay. And then they're at like a horse ranch. No, they're at a Kentucky Derby
Mhm.
where it's not a Kentucky Derby, but it's like a gambling ring for horses.
Yeah.
And they're infiltrating that. And then she's like, more money, more horses. I'm like, who's writing this? Who's writing this dialogue?
Cheesy.
Who's writing
Very
this
cheesy.
dialogue? Dialogue is terrible. The action scenes are done serviceably. Like I think they did a good job, not an amazing job. I've
Yeah.
seen complaints where people said that they zoom in really close where you don't see what's going on.
Mhm.
I disagree. I think what they did was a lot of the fight scenes they filmed them really slow, and then they sped them up to make it
Oh,
seem
yeah.
like they know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, they do that all the time with fight choreography.
But this is very noticeable in this
Because
film.
they really don't know how to fight at all.
They
They didn't
really
learn
don't.
anything.
Yeah. Ella, she looked like she knew what the hell she was doing. Naomi Scott, I don't know if it was on purpose because her character's naive and she doesn't know what she's doing. Her fight scenes weren't that good. And Kristen Stewart, she did an okay job with the fight scenes.
Okay, that's good. So do you think she still has a promising career in the acting world?
Yeah, she's been a dramatic actor. Nobody's really seen her do comedy. I think she's a highlight of this film
Nice.
because to me, she's the person that stood out to me acting wise.
Yeah.
And then my pervert side, look wise, Ella stood out to me. And Naomi Scott, she's a beautiful woman, because like she was beautiful in Aladdin, but in this film, like I didn't really notice her. I don't know if they dumbed her down.
I didn't even recognize her.
Or they made her look more regular, but like she didn't really stand out acting wise or anything because her character's so plain Jane throughout the film.
Maybe if they do a sequel, they'll make her confidence level and her comfort level become more in there. You know what I mean?
So it's pretty much paint by numbers. Somebody's infiltrating Charlie's Angels and they're a double agent. They got to figure out who that is.
Yeah.
They get double cross. They get triple cross.
Quadruple cross.
Quadruple cross. Happy ending. We hug it out. Montage of Charlie's Angels afterwards. This movie, some people might think it's polarizing if you're like one of those guys who are like, I'm anti-feminism, because like the feminist message in the beginning of the movie is kind of strong.
Yeah.
Because they show you like a montage of all the Charlie's Angels for that. And then it like transitions to the scene of like Girl Scouts, girls doing karate, girls doing gymnastics, girls riding bikes.
I like that. There needs to be a celebration for things. You know what I mean? So I'm not.
Well, what's that got to do with the plot, bruh?
I don't know. But it's a girl power type of movie.
And then from there, it goes to the Charlie's Angels facility. I'm like, I'm glad you showed me some Girl Scouts, but are they going to join the Angels? What the hell is this? Now I gotta show you.
It's a recruitment. It should have been a recruiting area.
Nah, they weren't recruiting out there. This man's teeth bothered me so bad in the movie. I gotta tell you. He was the villain too, and I just kept looking at his teeth. I was like, them damn teeth villainous. Look at them shits, bro.
Oh, this guy was the villain?
Bro, he just kept like giving like.
I feel like this is a spoiler.
No. This is early in the film.
Okay.
This movie might have 4 or 5 villains. This is villain 1.
Okay.
Them damn teeth.
Yeah. He's from a show on Netflix that's actually really good.
And the cameraman had the nerve. This man eating something. He wants to zoom in on the man's teeth as he's eating, and he's chewing out. he's chewing out Naomi Scott's character because he's kind of like the douchey, sexist boss. And he's like, "Yeah, great idea. Yep." And they just showing this man. They just showing this the whole.
And you're like,
time.
oh god.
I was like, man, stop showing. I was like, the director know what they doing, man. They showing them damn teeth. He got in there 2 shot. Oh my god, them teeth, bro.
That's it. Friends from College. That's the show that he's from. That was good.
That man had teeth everywhere. Like I thought he was gonna have a secret power of being a shark or something. He gonna bite the motherfucker. So I didn't know what was going. I just kept looking at them teeth. I was just like, ew. Teeth.
Choppers.
choppers.
Chompers, man.
So before every mission, they visit the guy. I forgot his name. He assists them with their needs of like food, if they need a back rub. I forgot his name. His name was like
Sugar Daddy.
Pretty much, he's like a sugar daddy. His name was like Harmony or some bullshit like that. And he's like, "You need some coffee? You need a back rub? Oh, let me fix your spine for you." I was like, "They got a damn molester in their den right here."
What is
Just
that name
touching
that
upon
people
women.
call? What are those guys who don't have the guts to approach the girl they like and the friend zone friend, that guy? You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, he was smooth with it.
oh, okay. That's what he sounded like. He sounded
There
like
he
that
is. His
dude.
name was Saint. They called him a saint because they're like, he's heaven sent. Like he'll show up and be like, "You look tired. You want some green tea?" Like, yo, his character was interesting. Like I looked at my dad, I was like, "Yo, I want this job," because he was pervy with it. He was pervy yet sly with it. Like, he'd be like, you're back, darling." And he'll touch up on her back and he'll fix her spine. "You're good now. You're breathing good now, huh?" And they're like, "Oh my god, he is a saint." I was like, "Nah, he probably a molest. He probably got cameras in the bathroom." Saint got the cameras set up or two in the bathroom. He watching them
Definitely got
change.
the spy cams are on.
He's definitely watching them change.
On and recording. That red light is on.
He was played by
He's the fly on the wall for sure.
he was played by Luis Granaldo Mendez. Let me show you this guy. So this was Saint right here. Had that hipster look.
Oh,
He had all the stuff ready for them.
He was
Definitely.
he was in Adam Sandler's last actual like okay funny movie that was on Netflix where it was like a whodunit type of thing.
Murder
Where
mystery.
him in it, Murder Mystery, yeah, that one. He was in that. He played a very big role in that.
He's definitely a pervert.
He's funny though.
Like
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
was funny.
trust him. Like he would have cupcakes ready, like anything they needed. He's like, "You need a tampon, you need
Like you
cupcakes."
want me to put it in there for you?
You want me? Is your boyfriend treating you bad? You want me to have sex with you? No.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there, like just putting that out there in the universe.
So he was one of the standout roles.
Yeah, he was a standout, man. Like all
Yeah,
the
he was
side
funny.
characters stood out to me more than the angels.
Yeah. Now, who do you think this movie is like? Who do you think the audience is that they're trying to get?
Young girls, like throughout the film, whenever
Like
they're
high school
doing
girls.
yeah, high school girls, like whenever
Yeah.
they're doing anything, they got Ariana Grande in the background humming. Like she did the whole soundtrack. They'd be like, "Oh, we gotta go change our clothes." You just hear no, no, no. You're like, "Oh,
It's not for me, but I'm not mad at that. Like,
I know,
putting
I
it
know.
together like that. That's like Bad Boys 2, where it had Dr. Dre doing the score. That's for us. You know, so I was like, oh, it's hard. You know what I mean? They know what their audience wants. So
Ariana Grande did everything, bro. They going out for a coffee. She out there singing. They got to change for a mission. She got a song for that. They got to fight a bad guy. She got a song for that.
That's a cool little idea. It's not for me, but that's a cool idea that they on brand. You know, like keeping it all.
So
together.
if her voice does not bother you, if you're an Ariana Grande fan, you'll love this. If you hate Ariana Grande and you think she has an annoying nasally voice, do not see this movie. This ain't for you. You are not the target audience. I am not the target audience.
Yeah.
But I am a pervert. So I went to go see Ella Balinski. And I enjoyed what I saw of her.
You enjoyed.
And Casey's gonna watch this movie, probably ski mask, for the same reason.
Yep, for sure. I mean, no, allegedly.
Legend.
But, so, how did you like the movie? Would you recommend it?
It's a serviceable film. I'm gonna give it a. It's not mediocre. It's like a step above mediocre. So I'm gonna give it a 6 because 5 is mediocre to me.
Yeah, that's not
I
bad.
think they did above mediocre. I'm starting to think I like this more than the 2000 Charlie's Angels because I thought that the fight scenes were done better in this film.
Yeah.
Because in the old Charlie's Angels, like they were cartoony with the fight scenes. Like the fight scenes in this were done better. The action was done better. It's just that the story was meh, and the acting at times was meh.
Yeah.
No, they were trying to take themselves too serious and try to be deep, but then you have Ariana Grande singing in the background. They're like, "Yo, the world's gonna explode. We got to stop this device from creating the new world war. If we don't get this under control." And you hear, "Nah, fix the war." You're like, come on.
Do you feel that they're gonna be going for a trilogy in this, or do you feel that they're just doing a one-off and that's it?
It depends on how this does in the box office. This is probably gonna be.
But the story-wise, like the way the story went, without spoiling, I guess. Do you feel like they introduced and completed their story, and you walked away like, I don't need to see another one, or did you feel like
they built a
pull off
world?
another one? Yeah.
They built a world where they could change them every film. They could give you another 3 girls every film.
Oh, okay.
Because they have it where there's multiple Bosleys and there's multiple angels. They tell you that the first 5 minutes that there's Charlie's Angels all over the world, all over the United States, all over Canada. Everybody has a Bosley that they go to.
Yeah.
It's not just one. There's not just 3 girls. There's like millions of us out here. So if they wanted to, they could do a different film every couple of years or a different film.
Yeah.
3 girls, different Bosley.
So in the real world, basically, they don't have a long-term contract. So just in case this movie does well, we could always replace these actors and continue this
franchise.
Yeah, thanks. Franchise going. So that's a pretty smart move. I like that they did that.
Because they showed you like real life celebrities, and they're like, "Oh, I'm Bosley too." I'm like, "No, you're not." Yo, what if they filmed this movie before Weinstein was a pervert and he was a Bosley, and then they had to edit that shit out? That would have been hilarious. Louis C.K., Harvey Weinstein, and Bill Cosby's like, "I'm a Bosley too."
Crazy is that they're not even talking about Weinstein no more. Weinstein's like in the wind.
Oh man, he was at a comedy club the other day chilling.
He's doing fine then. The only person who called him out was the woman who saw him. Everybody else was chilling in that bar. Didn't say nothing.
Shit, he got cloned. We watched Living with Myself. He got a whole clone.
Man, he's living just fine after all that. Nobody's
let that clone catch all that heat while he live out in Brazil.
Let that money, come together, and you'll be fine in this world. Unfortunately.
So I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. It's a notch above mediocre. I put it on par with the last Terminator movie.
Wow. Yeah.
Which I gave a 7, which I'm lowering my score for that now to a 6. Once I let it digest, when you eat something, and you're like, it tastes good, you let it sit in your stomach and it gave you bubble guts.
Yeah. Let the dust settle. After you let the dust settle. Yeah, exactly.
Trademark.
Yeah. Hashtag the dust settle. Hashtag the ski mask with. But yeah, man. Okay. I might check it out. I might not. I might forget about it in the next couple hours.
You'll check it out when it's available.
Yeah. I'll check out the Instagram in the meantime.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and check that out. All right, so let's watch this trailer for The Mandalorian.
Ooh, did you watch what I'm talking about?
Did you watch episode 1 and 2 or just 1?
Yes, I did. I watched both.
Man, that damn Baby Yoda gets to my heart every time.
Hey, spoiler alert.
No damn spoiler. If you don't have Disney Plus by now, your family and friends don't love you because they would at least share their account with you if they loved you. Like, you are not loved if you don't have a Disney Plus. Like, I let a random dude I work with get it. I was like, man, we cool,
Lord.
Man. Just like, man, you are not loved if your family don't share it with you. Let's watch this trailer.
It's a world more peaceful.
Got your head on a stick.
Oh, that's dope.
Dusty. I love dusty, dirty Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't like that clean prestige. I like that dirt, mud, boo-boo. I like that. That's the type of people I'm fighting in that game right now.
Yeah.
Hunting is a complicated profession.
Yeah, I think you do go to that world in the game.
Yep. I love that we're getting a space western.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go full spoilers. We're gonna do spoilers for episode 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because the whole season's not out yet, so we're gonna give you spoilers for that. He did that man dirty.
Ooh, that's probably from episode 3.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, they haven't introduced certain characters yet either.
They are waiting for you.
I love how he's like Batman, no take off, no mask.
Good.
Part of the culture. Part of his religion. Yeah, I'm about to say guns and do-rags are part of my religion, man. I ain't
All right, this Mandalorian show is something special, man. It's a TV show though, so they did put a lot of money into it, but there are parts where it does feel kind of TV showish from episode one. But I highly enjoyed this thing, man. I'm not gonna lie, this is the Star Wars I want, man. I'm good. Skywalker could chill, man. That family could die off. I'm good. I'm over all that. This is what I want.
Casey, do you honestly believe that Pedro Pascal's in the suit, or
I
he
don't think
chilling
he's-
at home just doing voiceover work? I think he at home, feet kicked up.
Yeah, I don't think he's in there all the time. I think he's just letting his cousin run amok on that. He's chilling in his in the back in his trailer. Sometimes he's like, "Nah, you go do it. You're good." So, what's your thoughts? What's your first impressions? What's your thoughts too?
I'm loving it. I love the scene where he has the prisoner and the prisoner's trying to scheme, talking about I gotta go pee, and he being fast and he's down in the man's ship looking at all his stuff, rummaging through all his stuff. The Mandalorian sneaks up on him and carbonizes him.
That felt a little TV cheesy though, but
I
it was
loved it.
good. I enjoyed it, but it didn't. It has. I think that was a dude from Saturday Night Live. That was I can't remember his name, but that had a bit of that TV show cheesiness to it. And if I remember right, this is not where's this behind? This is behind
This is
Return of the
after-
Jedi, right?
Yeah, this is right after Return of the Jedi. So they lost. Empire lost.
Yeah.
Stormtroopers are kind of like doing
trying to
mercenary
make a
work,
li-
I
yeah,
guess.
they're
It's
trying
trying to
to-
make a living.
So how long did it take them to make that technology way better where they could freeze people? Because in The Empire Strikes Back, that was like they were testing it out. They didn't even like know if it was gonna work or not. So that's why they put Han Solo in there before they went and did the other person or something like that. Remember? And that was like a big ass like basement they had to do that in. In The Mandalorian, he's doing it on his ship like it's just a little quick thing, you know?
I
Like
think
a
it's like,
smaller-
what's the year gap in that? Is it 4 or 5 years or?
But maybe the technology advanced on that stuff. But I was watching it and I was like, what the hell? He did that there? I would have thought he'd have to tie him up and bring him to an actual room to do that.
You gotta look at it, maybe it's like iPhones and they evolved like iPhones to the
Yeah,
freezing thing.
I'll put it to that. Sure. But I was just watching it. I was like, what the hell? The comedy from the blue guy was it was good, but it was off because I wasn't expecting this to be such a comedy that it is.
I
And
didn't
the
think it was
jokes-
comedy. I thought that man was just nervous trying to hold conversation with a man. He can't even see that man's face. That
No,
man's
this has
face
a lot
could
of
be,
comedy.
he could be frowning the whole time, like, if you don't shut your ass up, but he can't see that. So he's
No.
just trying to do conversation, man.
I found that this has a lot of funny parts. Like when he's looking through the goggle thing and he's zooming in, but he still has the mask on his face. Like he doesn't need what the hell does the mask do? It was more funny because he's like how Luke Skywalker was looking through and then they had the Easter egg where the guys came in and attacked him from A New Hope. That was from there. This is pretty good, but I think it's more funny and it's not taking itself as seriously as like those hardcore Star Wars nerd fans are, where they take things like, no, has to work here. It'd take him an hour to get from here to here. You know what I mean? Like they're like don't take this that seriously. Star Wars is not meant to be taken that seriously. It had more comedy feel like New Hope did back when Luke was like, oh yeah, here's the Falcon, and they're like, this ship, this is a piece of junk. You know, like more funny. It was more comedy and more life in it. So this actually, they're knocking it out of the park with his body language. The first episode was all about character development, in my opinion. It's not an easy thing to do when you can't see the person's face, and I think they pulled it off, showing that he's empathetic when he apologizes for when he does things messed up. He's more understanding. It shows a lot of degrees of his personality in the first episode. Like when the animal, the big horse thing, whatever it was, the hog, had his arm and the guy like saved him, he was like, thank you. You know, like if he was a bad, evil guy, he would just been like, man, get the hell out of here. He shot him and took his, you know, he would have done some evil shit. Instead, he was more like, oh my God, thank you for saving my life. I was screwed over here. And I like that he's not overpowered. He's not OP. He
gets
does
beat up.
Batman shit, but he's still getting his ass kicked, which is dope. So every time I'm watching this now, I'm like, I know he's not gonna die because it's his show, or is it? But he's going through things where I'm like, oh shit, he might get fucked up now, or he might lose his costume, because that's like their pride is like their whole costume, you know. And they show that in the first episode how much pride they take in their stuff. So when he was getting messed up, I was like, I felt for him, you know. So what's your thoughts? I'll let you get some words in.
I take his suit as like a man who's been a sneakerhead and there's Jordans,
Yeah.
and he's out here flossing with the nicest Jordans, and then you want to dip it in mud and crease it up
Yeah.
and rip pieces off of it. And now this man has this scrummel and scrambage and put stuff back together, and it ain't what it used to be. He's out here with a blaster and a cow prouder, out here just zapping and shooting asses.
Destiny must have been like, this is what we've been trying to get people to do this whole
No.
time. 'Cause this is like Destiny. Like basically you're building back up your costume to be able to do something big with a big ass nice costume. And that's what he's doing in this. Like he's building up his costume again and building up his like community, his culture back up with the medal that they get.
I didn't really get that costume building or anything like that. I just felt like he had to do a mission. He got hurt. I saw that it's like, to me, I take this as a Western, like a futuristic Western.
Yeah.
Even to the point where he had to learn how to ride a horse. He
Yeah.
had to ride that the creature that Nick Nolte was that alien guy that was selling those things where he learned how to use that. I love the
I
incorporation
have
of this.
spoken.
What are we talking about?
No, Nick Nolte would always say, I have spoken.
Oh,
After instead of just saying like ending a sentence, he would be like, I have spoken.
I'm gonna start doing that. Baby Yoda. When I first saw him, I was like, man, this is a gimmick to sell toys. And then I saw him again in episode 2. I was like, this cute little bastard. He got a little bed with him. He got a bed where he can just fall asleep and traveling. I was like, I want that.
Yeah, it's so cute when he's like, the Mandalorian's cut and he's fixing his arm, and then the baby Yoda comes up and he's like trying to fix him, and he's like, "Man, get your ass in here!" And he
Just
puts
these
him in the thing.
little green
like,
hands.
"Yeah." And then like he puts him in the bassinet, and then he goes back to do it, and then he's right back again, like, yeah. And he's like, "Come on!" But no, they're doing a great job with this without even saying a lot of words. Like this is a true Western, man. Like honestly, they took all the best parts of like Shao Shinobi, like stuff like that, and Westerns, and they're putting it together in this show and doing it beautifully.
This show is doing what I want The Witcher to do. A person that has little to no emotions, but is still able to emote, and they get the job done, and you actually feel for the character, and you enjoy seeing them go out their mission. How'd you feel about Taika Waititi as the robot bounty hunter that we saw in the first episode?
I loved it, man. That was like my favorite part of the whole episode. When that part happened, like it was on a great place, but then when that final scene happened in that episode where the droid was busting shots, and he gave a little bit of a foreshadowing, because Taika, that character gets shot in the head in this one, but he was like, oh great, not another droid, whatever 11. Like, so I think Taika's gonna be a bunch of these droids in the show. Like he's gonna pop back in and be another version of that droid, and he's gonna be like, oh, this guy again. He's gonna be like, oh, here to save the day, you know, like he'll pop back up, like just that annoying robot that just is always all over the place, like different robots of the same voice. So no, I enjoyed he did a great job. He directed this episode, right? Or did he not?
I'm not sure about that.
Nods? Okay, let me check.
I'll have to go check. I do remember in Empire Strikes Back that they mentioned different bounty hunters, and they showed his robots. So I'm glad that they're pulling from the source material and giving us that character. We haven't seen Gina Carano yet, the UFC fighter who's in the show.
No, not yet.
I'm interested to see what they do with her character.
Yeah.
I said before that I was more excited about this than I was for Rise of the Skywalker, and that statement still holds true. People are saying that this is going to be better than Rise of the Skywalker. I think it's too soon to say that statement. We got to get the full 8 episodes before we could do a complete comparison once that movie does come out.
I feel like they're doing something very risky, and if it works out, it'll put Rise of the Skywalker up there if you watch this show. I feel like each week it's dropping in a specific place, and it came out at a specific time, so that when Rise comes out, this show will be done. So maybe this Baby Yoda might be the villain that we think is going to be somebody in this next movie. Maybe not. Maybe the effects of what happens in this show is going to affect what we see in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, I believe this very strategically.
I think to a point it will do that,
yeah,
but
it's too strategic.
They're purposely not releasing an episode because they release an episode every Friday. But the Friday that Rise of the Skywalker comes out, I believe they're releasing on the Thursday. Because I pulled up their schedule. So every Friday we're supposed to get episodes. So we got chapter 2 this Friday. Next Friday we're going to get chapter 3. The Friday after that, November 29th, we're gonna get chapter 4.
Yeah.
December 6th, we get chapter 5. On this, the following Friday after that, December 13th. It's gonna be a Friday the 13th, by the way. We're
Mhm.
gonna get chapter 6, and then it pivots to Wednesday on December 18th. That's the week of Rise of the Skywalker being released.
Yeah.
And then once that's finally done, they're gonna hit us with a new episode after Christmas, which is
Mhm.
gonna be on December 27th, that Friday.
Yeah, so I think they have a big play on this, and the way Star Wars is going right now, they're knocking it out the park. So I hope this works out, and I hope I enjoy that movie. I'm only going in to have a good time and expect it's a kids movie, you know what I mean? So like, I'm just going to have a good time, and they have their track record's not very good right now, so you know what I mean?
Y'all know how I feel. I think the prequels are better than the new series that we have with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't like Finn.
They're all
Uh,
equal.
Ray is serviceable. Poe is cool.
I think they're all equal.
I don't really care for the villain. I don't care
Nothing
for
beats the original trilogy. Nothing beats the original trilogy.
No,
So-
it's like the trilogy, the
and then everything
prequels,
else. Yeah.
and then below the prequels is this new shit right here.
So let's get back to Mandalorian. So did you catch the lore when they're building his shoulder pad? She was talking about how they're gonna give a little bit of the metal to make his shoulder pad with the technology, and then the rest of that they're gonna donate to like the kids Mandalorian, the kiddie Mandalorians, and he was once one of them. That's what they were saying. They said a lot of lore in that little spot and gave a lot of like backstory with imagery also at the same time.
Now,
Showed
I
why
don't
he
know
doesn't
much
like
about the
robots.
lore. Do the Mandalorians do they derive from Boba Fett and his people?
No,
Or is that a
I watched
different
the
group?
I watched a YouTube video on this because I was like, what the hell are the Mandalorians? They're a warrior culture, and they had a planet called Mandalore and some nerdy shit, but but basically, the Boba Fett, they're saying they retconned him and made him not really a Mandalorian. He's a bounty hunter also, but he took a Mandalorian's costume as
Oh.
protection to be able to bounty hunt people the same way they do. I don't know if they're like super powered or anything, but I think they're just warrior trained. So I think anybody could kind of be a Mandalorian. It's a really gray area with that because I think what happened was they realized that Boba Fett was so dope from the 86 or whenever the movie came out. I can't remember the exact year, but they killed him off so quickly, and people were so mad that they killed off such a dope looking character that sold out in toys and was so popular that they were like, we got to revamp this image, this look. So that's what the Mandalorian is now. So they made this
they
whole
also
story
create
back.
comic books where they had him survive being swallowed, where he came out the stomach.
Yeah, so it's yet to be seen. I hope they take something like that in an interesting way and make the Mandalorian have to go against Boba Fett. Like we get to see some sort of thing like that, maybe season 2 or you know what I mean? Like that'd be dope to see. That'd really be like, oh shit, you know, like that'd be an oh shit moment for real. But yeah, the story of the Mandalorians is from a warrior world that's been shattered because they broke in half, and then it had the warriors and it had the politician guys, and the warriors wanted to keep that OG culture, and then the politician Mandalorians wanted something different, and they broke apart and fell apart, and the Empire and the Jedis and the Siths rose up, and they didn't know how to combat that because they were like, how the hell do we beat these guys? And the Jedis they fell into the shadows while the Jedis and the Siths rose up over generations. So that's why they're so odd to find a Mandalorian, and they have. That's why that place that they went to was like a secret underground base where he got his weapon, his shoulder pad fixed, because it's not like they're just out on the streets like, yeah, come to Mandalore, you know, you'll be good. He had to like actually go to a little secret hideout place and get himself fixed up.
Let me start wrapping some of this up because I want to start talking about Disney Plus as well.
Yeah.
How do you feel this season is going to be going? Like what direction? Like, what do you think they're going to be doing next in the next episodes? Because I don't know what they're doing. I just know he's on the journey with Baby Yoda. I don't know where they're going or what he's going to be doing besides protecting Baby Yoda. Is this show just one big escort mission?
I feel like it's kind of it has the escort mission in there for sure. But I feel like on the next episode, he's going to be flying in space like, okay, cool, let me drop this damn baby off. And just like in episode 2, another bounty hunter is going to be trying to kill him off to get the prize. And he's going to have his ship's going to get messed up yet again. He's going to have to park it down at some spot where we've seen him previously. The character who gave him the bounty to get the baby originally, who introduced him. I think he's gonna come back in, and he's gonna need the help of. I need the cast names real quick. He's gonna need the help of the other actors, and that's where we're gonna start to see the other people. Like,
So I'm thinking that with the whole baby situation, he's gonna end up meeting some of the members of the resistance who want to protect that baby because it seems like he's the last of that species, and with that, the Empire or what's left of the Empire are gonna come after him.
yeah, that's where the dude from Breaking Bad comes in. They're gonna be coming after him. He's gonna come back to Carl Weathers, that actor, and
Yeah.
Gina is gonna come into play there, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, okay, we have the most valuable thing in the galaxy. Are we just gonna give it back to them, or are we gonna try to make as much motherfucking money as possible?" And they're gonna be like, "We need this bread, Brady." You know what I mean? And that's where this whole thing comes, and they're gonna bring all the soldiers that are banded together right now to get the force powered baby so they could clone it.
So here's the
Because
guy
I
from
think-
Breaking
I think
Bad
the
that you're
doctor-
talking about.
Yeah, I think the doctor, Ahmed Tahir, I think he is part of the clone technology. He's a doctor in cloning. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about right there.
So it looks like he has Empire clothes on. Empire. So he's clearly a bad guy.
Looking like it. Yeah, he's coming for that baby, and they're like, "Yo, we ain't got the baby," you know, and stop bullshit, give me the baby. I think that's what that scene is right there.
All right, and we haven't been introduced to.
Because it's showing in Mandalorian's character that he's not afraid to ask for help when he knows he's overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Bill Burr, that looks like Bill Burr's head right there, back of Bill Burr's head.
yeah.
That's dope, man. I'm happy for Bill Burr. He was in Breaking Bad. He was in a lot of like epic shows as like a back character, you know what I mean? And they have a lot of comedians in this show. That's why I'm saying it's not a full serious show. Like when they were driving in the first episode when he had the blue guy and they were going from the place to the ship, the taxi cab driver was driving him. He said no robots, and he got that. That guy's a comedian. I can't remember his
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
He's a comedian. The blue guy is from Saturday Night Live. It has a bunch of comedians. Bill Burr is a comedian. So I think they're playing more like don't take this that seriously. Like even when they're like telling the Mandalorian, "Oh, I heard you're the best bounty hunter in the galaxy." Mandalorian's like swag kind of changes, like, "Yeah, you damn right," but really he's not. You know, he's just a guy. You know what I mean? But like he's trying to play it like how Han Solo tried to play Skywalker in the first episode, where he's like, "Yeah, I'm the best. I did this in like the Parsnips thing," and then the Jedi dude is looking at Solo like, "What? Who the hell? You're not a big
That's
deal."
a dope
You know what I
Halloween
mean?
costume, though, man.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I love that they built the whole world. Is like, look at the cat, like the whole place is like built up. You know what I mean? So they're doing something great with this show. The 3D could look better, but I just remember it's a TV show, so it's not gonna look like big budget. They got a whole lot more episodes to go through. So when I saw like the planes and stuff, it looked kind of cheesy, but I let that slide because this is a TV show at the end of the
And
day.
it's directed by John Favreau from Iron Man.
He did the first
Iron-
episode, but somebody else did the second episode. The dude who did The Wood, he's a African director. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Did episode 2.
All right, so let's start talking about Disney Plus as a whole. Do you feel like there's a lack of original content? Because that's one complaint I've been seeing.
A lack of original content from Disney.
Like a brand
New-
new original
original.
content.
Bro, it's like it's day 4 with this thing. Like, relax, let them get it. Netflix did not start off where it was now, like day 1. Like, let these guys get their stuff together. People are like, you can't eat through all the content they just put out. I agree. They need they should have done, if they're doing Mandalorian once a week like they were planning, they should do the Mandalorian on the Tuesday or the Friday once a week, and then they should have another original content once a week also. So it'd be the Tuesday and the Friday, or at least
They are doing that, but it's not something that we care about. It's High School Musical.
Yeah, but it should be from each platform. So like Star Wars does 2 a week, Disney does 2 a week, Marvel does 2 a week, like something like that. 2 different properties. Because if you're just buying it from Marvel right now, you don't really have much to watch.
Except the back catalog of Marvel stuff. You don't have nothing brand new.
But what I did was like I went to the National Geographic thing and I was like, oh, there's a lot of stuff here, and it has the dude from The Fly, that actor. He has a new show on there, so I checked that show out. So instead of me being like, oh, come on, I want everything now, which I
You
feel
better put respect on Jeff Goldblum's name.
no, it's all good. But I started that show. I put that on my list. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I explored the whole thing. I didn't get like pinholed into the one thing I want, because that's what would have happened. I would have just, if Marvel gave me everything they want, if they gave me the Loki, the Falcon right away, I'd just be watching Marvel and the Mandalorian. I wouldn't go explore the other parts of the app. So right now I'm looking around like, oh, what else can I put on my list? So I'm putting Spider-Man, the 90s cartoon, I'm putting the X-Men, original 90s cartoon, The Simpsons on the list. I'm putting Goof Troop,
Yep.
DuckTales. I got to look for Gargoyles next, but I'm putting those all on the list so and downloading 1-2 episodes so I can knock those out in the week. So I think it's a good strategy right now.
I've been going back and watching like really weird, obscure Disney Channel movies.
You're looking for the smoke. That's what you're looking. You're looking for the Bacchanal. You're looking for the racist stuff.
I'm looking for like the wildest one. Like one was 13. This one kid, like he's going through puberty, but he's turning into a mermaid.
Okay.
So I was watching that. There's one called Boogeyman where it's like a kid version of Freddy Krueger, and he's creepy, man. It's called like Mr. Boogie. I'm gonna pull it up for you, Mr. Boogedy. That was a freaky one. I was like, yo, they had this for kids? Let me hit you with that Mr. Boogedy.
Okay. I'm going to check them out today. I'll put them on the... Let me get my phone out, actually.
Here's Mr. Boogedy. The kids had no business watching Mr. Boogedy. So I found that. I was just like, ooh.
This house is not haunted. Keep an eye out.
Watch when he comes out.
What boogity man?
Boogedy. And he's messing with this family hard. Like, he's trying to murder them.
It's spirited family fun. Mr. Boogedy.
Look at Mr. Boogedy's face,
Got
Casey.
Mr. Boogedy.
That's a cosplay right there.
That's scary, bro.
Nah, man, my girl loves Disney stuff, so...
Mr. Boogedy scared me.
I can cut this out because I can't hear myself. Yeah.
They also had like that Shaggy DA instead of like that Shaggy dog. He's becoming a district attorney. Like he's turning into a dog.
Yeah, I got Mr. Boogedy on the list now.
All right, so yeah, it's like the Shaggy DA. That's a good one too, where he's just trying to get his job done, but he just transforms to a dog at the most random time. he's like, I'm working on a case. No.
I see the Shaggy. Okay, I see it here.
Yeah, Shaggy DA is another crazy one.
Stupid.
13 was the one I watched where he was turning into a mermaid. Johnny Tsusami.
That's not the number 13, the actual spelling out 13?
Yeah, spell it out.
Okay. Yeah, the 13 year?
Yeah, the one with the kids surfing, that was another good one where he ended up going to like Colorado and he used to live in Hawaii.
Yeah.
He ends up getting pissed off because he's in Colorado. Like one of the kids like damn near tries to kill him, like tries to throw him off the edge of the mountain. I was like, damn, Disney ain't playing. Heavyweights is on there. That's another classic.
Okay.
Ben Stiller, and it's a fat camp of kids trying to lose weight, but he's trying to torture the kids the whole time.
That's how. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Like I'm watching like the
No man,
Darkness.
They got a lot of stuff. People got to just take the time and make your list. Find your shows that you've always wanted to watch. There's movies here that I couldn't even afford to see back in the day when I was little and I wanted to see. They're all on here. I could check them out for at least 20 minutes, skip through it, and see what I like from it. The soundtracks, man. They need to drop these MP3s, like the Darkwing Duck, the Goof Troop, those introductions, man.
Yeah.
They need to put some respect on those, man, because those shits are catchy.
So somebody that's on the fence of getting Disney Plus, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that it has about 7 accounts that you could share. So split that shit up if you don't want to pay the full thing. It's $90 here. What I did was I split it up, $45 each. Split up the things, 3 or 4 each, and then you just go from there.
So that's one option.
That's for the full year. That's for a whole year. Try it out. If you don't like it next year, just cancel it. If you love it.
So that's 90 Canadian, which equals out to $69.99 American.
Yeah.
Also, if you have Verizon Wireless in America, they give you a full year for free.
That's good.
Disney Plus just having their phone service.
They want people to share this right now, so people get addicted to it, and then later they'll do the price whatever they want. Because it's $9 a month if you just do monthly here, and that works
$6 a month. Yeah,
and that works up to $120. So I was like, why would I pay $120 slowly? I could just pay $90 one time. And then one of my boys was like, yo, I'll give you half. Just give me one account. Let me get into one account, please. Like, all right, go ahead. I would have gave it to you anyway. But here. And he's like, cool, $45. Boom. I was like, boom, signed up. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Why not?
Casey just told you the street way
That's
of
do it.
getting Disney Plus right there.
Yep. Yeah. So
And I'm gonna tell you something. Ever since Disney Plus dropped, it's been a wasteland out here in these streets, man. Like I see people go to Walmart to
Yeah.
buy food, but people ain't shopping. People ain't really out here like mingling. They're eating or they're
yeah.
buying food and they're going home and they're Disney Plus. And man, it's a Disney Plus and thrust going on right now.
Disney Plus and bust.
Well,
I was-
somebody getting pregnant.
I was ski masking it though. The Mandalorian came out in a like flood of bootlegs. People were like, I got it. I got that link, bro. And I was watching the bootleg. I was like, oh, I'm feeling bad. This show is that good. It's at least worth $25-$30. Like I would buy this full season for $30. So then I was like, okay, if I could get it for $45, that's a clean deal. That at least Mandalorian's worth that much. You know what I mean? Mandalorian and a couple of the backup shows. So that's what made me like say, okay, this is more than worth every penny of half of it.
So let's talk about Netflix. Netflix has signed a multi-year deal with Nickelodeon so they can
Yes.
produce original films and TV
Yeah.
shows based on Nickelodeon characters.
Yeah.
So with that, they're going to try to expand Wild Thornberries, Rocket Power, Hey Arnold,
Yes.
Rocko's Modern Life,
Yeah.
Cat Dog, Wild Thornberries, Rugrats, Angry Beavers, and Red and Stimpy. So we're talking about brand new episodes and also bringing over the old Nickelodeon catalog over to Netflix. So how do you feel about that? You think that's going to be enough for them to stay afloat?
Doug's there too?
Doug switched teams. Doug started off, messing with Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
but then he got bought out by Disney. That's why Doug's first movie is on Disney Plus.
Okay, because I was like,
The Beef Thing.
yeah, because Doug that was a great cartoon, and I love Doug. I'm happy about this. Steel sharpens steel. If Disney never came out for the smoke like this, Netflix would have never stepped their game up and cut the check to Nickelodeon. Ren and Stimpy, that was a weird ass show when I was little, but I'm excited to see that come back revamped. All these shows, Hey
Rocket
Arnold
Power.
was tough,
I'm
man.
excited.
Hey Arnold was great. I'm excited to be able to see those again whenever I want to see it on my phone. If I'm going on a trip, I can just put some Hey Arnolds on there. Me and my girl could watch them. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for this. Is this enough to kill off Disney? Hell no. But most people are going to have more than one or two streaming services. I'm going to keep both. I'm not killing off Netflix anytime soon.
So they plan on making like new content that's going to expand the story
I'm for it.
of the previous story. So they did that with Rocko's Modern Life, where they had the Static Cling, and they also created an Invader Zim movie that followed the story from the previous episode that it left off on.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good seeing like Hey Arnold like grow up and see his relationship with Helga Pataki, or maybe they could do spin-offs where they're older and they have kids now. So
Yeah. I'm for it, man. I don't know how you feel about it.
I think it's good. It's not enough to topple Disney Plus, because Disney
Oh,
Plus
no.
is also hitting you with that price tag of only $6.99 American, because they have $1 billion. They have the money where they can sell it that cheap.
Yeah.
And people want to jump ship with Netflix right now because Netflix is losing all that Marvel original content that they have. Like Netflix is not going to be releasing any new episodes of Daredevil. There's no new episodes of Punisher. That
Yeah.
honestly is what kept me with Netflix, because I used to look forward to Punisher, Luke Cage, all this stuff, and now I'm going to be able to get that with Marvel. So I don't really visit Netflix as much as I used to.
See, the thing to me, Marvel, this whole Disney Plus feels more like a kid version of Netflix. Like I'm not going to be able to get the content that I get on Netflix on Disney anytime soon.
No, you're not going to get nothing rated R.
So they're not in the same, while they're both competition, they're not in the same room in my opinion. They're both like, I'm not going to be able to see those horror movies that I like to see on Netflix, or those different types of things, those oddball movies. It's like, what the hell is this? And it ends up being a dope movie. Disney's not going to have that. Disney's going to have those ill Christmas movies, the dope cartoon classics, and new Disney, new Marvel content that I'm super excited to be seeing. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have both. And in 6 months, I'm probably going to look at the price and see if to add on another year, if it's like another $40, hey, I might do it. You get what I mean? And just lock in my cheaper price, because Disney's doing some crazy bargain deals right now. So I'm keeping both. How you feel? You gonna get rid of Netflix?
I don't pay for Netflix. I use my dad, so
Exactly.
Shout out to
the
Now-
ski mask prevails, but of course, everybody's sharing this stuff.
But the
So-
bad thing is Netflix is trying to crack down on that. Now, if they start putting the hammer down on this whole sharing thing,
it's over for them.
I I feel like you're gonna harm your fan base because people are like you're known for like using Netflix accounts. If you put that hammer down, people are gonna say screw this. I'm going to Disney because if you do Disney Plus, they have a package, Casey, where you can get Hulu. And
I
Hulu's
didn't
where
see
you're gonna
that.
get that rated R stuff. You're gonna get the rated R content like Netflix from Hulu.
I didn't see that package available for Canada, man. Because I
Yeah,
wanted
so
Hulu. I was
because
like, yo, let me sign up for get the Hulu shows and all that, but it didn't have it. It just has National Geographic, Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, and Disney. There's no Hulu extra cost or anything.
in
I didn't
America you get Disney Plus and they could give you a package with Hulu, ESPN, so you can watch all your sports,
didn't
and
see
then with the
that.
Hulu you can watch all your live TV. You can watch
Yeah,
TV shows, and you can watch original Hulu movies and content that is rated R because they have a show called Harlots where they show you like the underbelly of prostitution back in the I want to say like back in the pirate days.
yeah. That's the disappointing thing with the Canadian one. I don't see any of that. I
So
don't know if Hulu doesn't want to put French writing in their stuff or what. What's taking so
Hulu's
long?
not available in Canada, I don't believe, because I
Yeah, no,
remember
it's not. It
because
hasn't been.
I tried to watch Hulu last time I was there, and it's like it's not available in your territory, so that's why you guys aren't getting that yet. But
Exactly.
Hulu's great. I'll tell
Yeah,
you that.
but is it better than Netflix?
Hulu is good if like let's say I missed the episode of Blackish on Tuesday. I know Wednesday morning I can watch it on Hulu with no commercials.
Mm. Yeah, the only way we can get Hulu here is by VPN.
So
So it's not for real. You know what I mean? Like that's not real. I want to be like I know I'm paying for it and I'm not having a problem with having to pay a VPN people also
yeah, you're paying additional $90 for
to
VPN,
to
and
pay
then you're
somebody to
paying
watch shows. Yeah, come on.
$7 for the Hulu service. So
But yeah, that Hulu and Disney together combined, that's something interesting that could hurt Netflix
yep.
for
So
sure.
I think that concludes today's episode. We touched everything. Next week, I'm gonna go see 22 Bridges because I want to see Black Panther in New York.
Oh, that's coming out. If I
Yeah,
have
next
time, I'm gonna
Friday.
check that out. I'm gonna check that out for sure if I
And
got
I should have a more in-depth review of Jedi Fallen Order. I'm gonna let y'all know about some Black Friday sales because I'm always on the look.
nice.
What else you got going on, Casey?
I'm about to watch some Clone Wars. Catch up on that Star Wars. I heard some great things about that cartoon.
See, I can't even
So
watch. I'm like, it's like watch all the good Anakin did. Then the next movie, watch Anakin murder children.
I'm about to check that out though. I heard it has the same writers Mandalorian like wrote that, so
Yeah.
it's all in the same like story. So whatever happened in that might affect what's happening in Mandalorian. So I
And
want to
that
catch that.
also connects to the video game because characters from the Clone Wars
Ooh,
are in
okay.
that video. Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't want to spoil that, but
I heard
want to tell
online.
you.
I saw online and stuff like that. People were like, "Watch Clone Wars on Disney Plus, and you'll get more enjoyment out of all the Star Wars like
Star Wars is
product."
killing it right now with
So
Mandalorian, the video game, and then the movie. The movie. What if the movie ends up being the weakest point of all this Star Wars goodness? Because the game is good, the show is good.
yeah, it might be because they got to get rid of the whole Skywalker world because
I don't care about that.
that's what's keeping the Star Wars galaxy in this bubble. We got to get out of that, and we got to show that there are hidden Jedi's and Siths in the galaxy still. So
Yeah,
they're doing
because
that right
it's
now.
a whole world, but they keep
The whole
zeroing
galaxy.
on this one family. I want to see like people on the street trying to make it live, like people out
Yeah.
here trying to hit a lick out here in Tatooine.
Yeah. So this is the end of that story, hopefully. So I don't know. It might be enjoyable. It might be sad. It might be fun. I don't know. I'll wait and see. But it might be the weakest out of everything because Fallen's looking nice, man. Fallen's looking great.
Yeah, Fallen is great. All right, let me let people know where they can reach us. You can reach us at thebacchanalsquad@gmail.com. That's the Bacchanal spelled BACCHANAL squad@gmail.com. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, the under YouTube now with live YouTube videos. On Instagram, just search for the underscore Bacchanal. Again, that's BACCHANAL. And yeah, just search the Bacchanal Podcast. I feel like we should abbreviate our name or shorten it or something for people that can't spell Bacchanal or the B Squad.
Nah, let them motherfuckers start reading books. How about that?
I don't know. This generation is real lazy and a little slow, man. Reading books is like a rare commodity now.
Oh Lord, that's horrible.
I was talking to somebody about the 48 Laws of Power and the Art of War, and
Yeah.
they're like, "You talking about the Art of War movie with Wesley Snipes?" And I had to leave the
Sun Tzu.
conversation.
Yeah.
I was like, "All right,
Man, a
done."
couple books I wanna buy to check out. I'll tell you off the ting, but yeah, definitely read, man. Read. But anyways, yeah, this is the Bacchanal Podcast, man. Everybody, thank you for listening again.
Read,
We
send us
appreciate
some
y'all.
emails. Follow us on Instagram.
Give us your thoughts. Tell us how we can improve, man.
I got a cold still right now, but I'm here for y'all.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
Peace.